Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Laura Harris. As UAW bargaining continues, we want to give you a closer look into the union's 4 key issues on the table and just how contract talks may play out. Negotiations between the Detroit 3 and the UAW have no sign of slowing down. If the two sides can't come to an agreement by their fast-approaching deadline, a strike may be in the future. We spoke with Automotive News reporter Mike Martinez about how Union President Shawn Fain is seeking wholesale changes.
Really, this year, things have completely changed. The union is pushing aggressively for what honestly would really reset worker expectations, worker pay packages across the country. We really haven't seen this type of shift in corporate wealth that the union's calling for in recent history.
There are 4 key issues on the bargaining table: the tiered wage system, use of temporary workers, cost of living adjustments, and reinstatement of pensions.
So they're asking for a lot the automakers may not be willing to give, so that's setting up a lot of tension.
In 2007, the UAW agreed to implement a 2-tier wage system as a means of saving automakers money by creating a lower pay scale for new hires without reducing legacy workers' paychecks. But now the union wants to put everyone on the same scale again. Another classification exists beneath the 2nd tier, temporary workers. The union wants to end what it calls, quote, abusive temps, who automakers use to cut costs and safeguard absenteeism by full-time workers. The UAW is insistent on winning back cost of living adjustments, a benefit that was first bargained with GM in 1948 and elsewhere in the 70s, but eliminated in 2009. The union is demanding that the Detroit 3 go back to offering all workers defined benefit pensions, which they did before the Great Recession.
Some of these demands they're asking for, quite frankly, a lot of labor experts say are unrealistic and probably not going to happen. But if he riles up the membership, if they really expect to get a lot of these things and they don't see it on what they ultimately negotiate, it could risk voting down a tentative agreement, voting down a contract, and taking them back to the negotiating table.
UAW workers and other leaders have been preparing workers for a potential strike. Fain says the September 14th expiration of the current labor contracts is a deadline, not a reference point. And now UAW members at the Detroit 3 are authorizing a strike if talks break down. Fain spoke about the update during his latest Facebook live stream.
All of us are fed up with the Big Three's race to the bottom. We're fed up with seeing Big Three profits break the bank while we're breaking our backs. We're fed up with Big Three CEOs getting double-digit pay increases while our pay continues to go backwards. We're fed up with plant closures, tiers, and corporate greed.
Ultimately, if they don't come to an agreement, we're going to see a strike after September 14th.
To read more on our team's UAW coverage, check out Automotive News' new landing page for everything you could want to know about contract negotiations. This includes data, key players and dates, and a list of stories you can follow along with to stay up to date. Well, that's all we have for today. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Be sure to follow us online at autonews.com and on our social channels at Automotive News for updates from our reporters all day, every day. I'm Laura Harris. Have a great night, and I'll see you all next time.